Every time I see you in the world, you always step to my girl.
Way back I used to front like Anglo at Mechanicsburg, Anchorage and Dar es Salaam. Well, home in New York with champagne and disco, tapes from LA/San Francisco, but actually Oakland and Alameda. Your girl's in Berkeley with a communist reader. Mine was in tune with a boombox and Walkman. I was a horrible girl, that was back then.
Gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. What you on about? I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now, I'm ready for the house. Such a modest mouth, I can't do it alone, I can't do it alone. Every time I see you in the world, you always step to my girl.
Ancestors told me that their girl was better. She's richer than creases, she's tougher than leather. I just ignored all the tales of a past life. Stale conversation deserves but a bread knife. And punks who would laugh when they saw us together, well, they didn't know how to dress for the weather. I could still see them there huddled on Astor, snow falling slow to the sound of the master.
The gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. What you on about? I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now, I'm ready for the house. Such a modest mouth, I can't do it alone, I can't do it alone.
Wisdom's a gift, but you trade it for youth. Age is an honor, it's still not the truth. We saw the stars and they hid from the world. You cursed the sun when it stepped to your girl. Maybe she's gone and I can't resurrect her. The truth is she doesn't need me to protect her. We know the true death, the true way of our flesh. Everyone's dying, but girl, you're not old yet.
Gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. What you on about? I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now, I'm ready for the house. Such a modest mouth, I can't do it alone, I can't do it alone. Gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. What you on about? I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now.
This is one of my paintings, which is called Anarchist. When I start to draw that painting, first I make the design, no? And then I think which color I can do. And then it comes through to my mind the red color. And I put just with texture and all around the picture. And then I make a distance, and I saw the picture, and I say, okay, the painting is ready. Because in the end, it's about what he feels. And he's in the middle of the chaos. Maybe in the future, or maybe about this time. But I think there is a fire around, and I like how he's dressed and the composition in the end. So I think myself is one of my favorite paintings. This is my painting, John Lovers, which is, I really want to show the feelings of these characters related to this urban background. I use famous paintings on the back because there is a reason. I think that people have a pain inside, like the Scream one, no? And then I try to show urban background, like cars and this kind of colors, normal elements of the life, like pot of trash, the shoes. So, because I try to project a moment of the life of people around. I really like to do usually a couple's embracing, because it's possible to show the feelings that they have about their own relation and also the relation between the background. This is a portrait of the mechanic, and I was trying to capture something about his soul, which is he lived in this strong environment. I was trying to show the gray color of the ground and also the very strong wall behind him. So this is a moment of his life when he started to smoke. I really want to do more pictures like this in the future, and I really believe in this composition. This painting is called A Portrait of the Guy in the City, which is I was trying to show his background, where he lived. And then I show posters in the city and all this chaotic environment because it's related to him. And I think in this picture specifically, the model is quite a strong character, but he's also sensible to what is happening around him. And I was trying to show something very strong and expressive around, and then also trash and things like that, because in the end is what I try to communicate with this kind of paintings, what he feels inside of him. The name of this picture is called A Man on the Clothes Pegs. I really love this kind of pictures because we can say it's related to the fantasy. It's an unreal world, but in the end it's what is happening inside of him. He feels without power, and he feels like hanging around his life, no? And then I show something about him, his laptop, because I think it's part of his life in a way. And I really like to show the colors, the positions of the figure, and something related to an unreal world. And for me, I can say I really feel a lot of relation with this kind of paintings.
This painting is young Picasso's mind. The inspiration behind this painting was one of my favourite artists, Pablo Picasso, who I think is the master of all the masters of great art up to now. And also the inspiration behind this picture was also another favourite artist of mine, Sir David Hockney, because of the colours and the contrast. I love colours in my work because for me, a painting on a wall is someone's soul on the wall. And I want people to remember me as a colourful person. So the colour in this picture reflects the colour that I like to live my life by. He's walking through the room and in his mind he's got the three dancers, but he hasn't painted them yet. He's 19 years old, they're in his imagination, but one day they will become one of his most famous pictures. This is only what I can describe as my tribute to Pablo Picasso, but done in my own style. I hope you will get as much inspiration from the picture as I did when I painted it. This picture is what I can only describe as a very honest picture about my own sexuality. It's called Young Man Cruising. But in this picture is very much all about me, because I also have a very strong spiritual relationship with God as well. So as well as the freedom of sexual activity, which is what I'm open about in this picture, and the openness of my homosexuality, I also have Jesus, make love, hate war. So there's actually a deep message in the picture as well as a sexy message. But what I want to portray is the fun of life. And for me, sexuality is fun. It's about being alive. It's about feelings between two people, feelings of physical fun. And so what I want to capture in this picture is the fun of sex, if you like, the beauty of youth. And that's what I try to portray with this picture. I hope you'll be inspired by this as much as I was when I drew it. And for me, I think it's going to become one of my most famous pictures, along with young Picasso's Mind. This picture, for me, captures the jubilation and joy of a great moment for the British people this year. It's 77 long years since we won Wimbledon, and my heart, I was so excited the day Andy finally managed to win Wimbledon this year. He didn't just do it for himself and his family, it was for the people of Scotland and the people of England and the people of Great Britain. And after 77 long years of waiting, that jubilant day finally came. And with this picture, it's my tribute to someone who's a hero for me, who's a brilliant sportsman, and also the coach of Andy Murray was also my hero when I was very much younger. I.e. the great Ivan Lendl. So this picture is a tribute particularly for Andy, but also to Ivan, who was somewhere in this crowd cheering his sportsman on that he coaches. So this picture is what I can only describe as a celebration. Sexy young bad boy. In this picture, what I try to portray is the naughtiness of youth. He's obviously in a park, and if you look at his face, he's obviously up to no good. So I want to capture the mischiefness, if you like, in a young man. And as you can see in the park is a toilet. But I leave it to the person's imagination to imagine what they wish when they view this picture. But yes, I think the title says it all. This picture I did particularly for this week. I wanted to do a picture to celebrate the final day of the exhibition. So this is actually my latest piece. It's called Young Man in Speedos. I love this picture actually because I like the cheekiness of it and the sexiness of it, and also I like the bright colour of it. For me, it reminds me of being on holiday. It can remind you of being anywhere you wish in the world. I've deliberately made the sunshine and his trunks the same colour. You can imagine what you wish from that. There's a personal reason why I've done that, which I won't delve into now. I will do with whoever buys the picture in the future. But I will leave it to your imagination to why I put his trunks and the sunshine at the same colour. But let's just say I love the sunshine. So anything related to this picture, which is the same colour, perhaps there is your clue. So this is what this picture captures. It captures the spirit of youth, the enjoyment of life, and the brightness of the colours which we enjoy every day during the summer. The beautiful blue sea and the lovely yellow of the sand.